For years, the story of artificial intelligence ran through one name: Nvidia. The logic was simple, even brutal. The fastest chips made the smartest models. The countries that had access to those chips would lead the world. The countries that did not would fall behind. This was the unspoken rule of the AI race, a foundation built on silicon, software. The United States placed tight controls on its most advanced hardware. The goal was clear: slow China's progress, raise the costs of its AI development, keep the frontier just out of reach. This belief shaped markets, militaries, and boardrooms. The world agreed. Powerful AI was paved with Nvidia's technology. Data centers, software ecosystems like CUDA, and a generation of engineers were built around it. To be cut off from the best hardware was to be exiled from the future. But then, a single announcement began to chip away at that foundation. It arrived as a technical preview, numbers most people would scroll past. At first glance, just another model. Bigger numbers, better benchmarks, but hidden inside was a message. Something had changed. The rule was challenged, not head-on, but by a clever workaround. What if China no longer needed to play by the old rules? What if it was building its own game entirely? The simple certainty of the chip war began to dissolve. DeepSeek V4 launched in 2 versions to serve different markets. V4 Pro, a massive system with 1.6 trillion parameters on paper, sparsely activated. V4 Flash, smaller, faster, optimized for speed and cost. But the most important number? A 1 million token context window. It's like handing the model the whole binder, every page, receipt, and correction, and it keeps the thread. Designed for AI agents that plan, search, compare, code, and revise across steps. As Reuters noted, agent-style apps need more memory and computation than simple chat. The real shock wasn't size, it was hardware. Reuters, DeepSeek V4 was adapted for Huawei chip technology, a close collaboration, a break from earlier reliance on Nvidia. Huawei confirmed Ascend chips were used in parts of training. Nvidia's chips are the engines of training, cloud AI, and the developer stack. Huawei's 910B may beat Nvidia's restricted H20, but still trails the H100 Pro H200. The subtle point: China may not need the absolute best chip. If you own the track, train the mechanics, and tune for your roads, control starts to matter more than raw speed. It's a strategy of self-reliance. Reduce dependence on foreign tech. Nvidia's Jensen Huang warned, optimizing on Huawei would be a horrible outcome for the US. Meanwhile, names like Sam Altman, Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai, and Elon Musk shape the Western stack. Open day, GPT, Microsoft, Gemini, xAI's Grok, Anthropic. DeepSeek V4 forces a new question. Can a parallel stack rise without Nvidia at the center? Not by beating Nvidia head-on, but by making Nvidia less necessary. The answer isn't only better chips, it's smarter models. DeepSeek V4 uses hybrid attention to avoid wasting compute on every token. Don't light every floor. Send experts to the shelves that matter. V4 Pro, about 27% of per token flops versus the previous gen at million token length. Make memory cheaper, make compute stretch further. Omdia's He Wei called the Huawei adaptation a big deal for China's AI industry. After V4, ByteDance, Tencent, and Alibaba rushed to secure Huawei Ascend chips, Reuters reported. Huawei stopped being a backup plan. It became the plan. Ecosystems change industries. Nvidia's dominance came because the world built around it. Huawei still faces production limits without top-tier fab tools. Even so, targets near 750,000 Ascend units in 2026 point to scale. When banks, factories, hospitals, and government offices rewire to the same grid, dependency changes. DeepSeek provided the blueprint. The country is laying cables to match. Price is power. DeepSeek offered a steep 75% developer discount on V4 Pro. Some API costs cut to 1/10 of original pricing. Cheap plus efficient models spread fast. Apps, coding tools, research, customer service, enterprise. Users care about speed, uptime, and cost, not which chip is in a distant rack. Over time, the model becomes infrastructure, a utility everyone plugs into. That's how ecosystems harden, and how markets become hard to penetrate. DeepSeek V4 and Huawei hint at a deeper split in the tech world. One side, Nvidia GPUs, CUDA, American clouds, closed models like OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic. Another, Huawei Ascend, Chinese clouds, open domestic models like DeepSeek V4, cheap APIs, names like Elon Musk, and xAI's Grok push alternative approaches in the West. Satya Nadella drives Microsoft's AI push, Sundar Pichai steers Google's Gemini era. Sam Altman at OpenAI and Anthropic's teams shape GPT-era safety and capability debates. There's real wonder here. Efficiency can make serious AI accessible. But fragmentation adds risk. Cooperation on AI safety could get harder. The race isn't one finish line anymore. Who designs the track? Who builds the cars? Who writes the rules? A single, global AI future? Or two separate worlds of intelligence? Either way, DeepSeek V4 changed the question. China may not need to beat Nvidia, only make it less necessary. Stay curious. Stay cautious. The next front in AI is efficiency, ecosystems, and who owns the stack.